Alright, round two of my first Dragon Maze Sealed. We're playing against Mr. Inky Sack. Hello and good luck, Mr. Inky Sack. Alright. And hopefully my opponent decides to play first, because I like drawing cards. Alrighty. Mr. Inky Sack is playing first, and I am keeping my hand. Pretty sweet hand. We're totally happy with it. No, I do not want to mull to 6. Our turn. Oh, that'll be cool too, in a little bit. So we'll have Metropolis Sprite turn 2. Do I care about the Cluestone or the Sage's Road Denizen? I'm not too sure about that. I guess I will decide that in a little while. Yeah, I'm just going to put pressure on my opponent. I don't have a turn 4 that I particularly care a whole lot about, so I'd rather just use up all of my mana here. Play the Denizen. Attack in with the Sprite. And see what my opponent's 5-drop may or may not be. Because it's probably just going to be a Grizzly Spectacle, anything powerful, or if there's something I care about, Cluestone. Plus a Duskmantle Guild Mage. Or nothing? Just stone cold nothing. Opponent decided to wait until my turn to do such things. Now is paused on my upkeep. What are you thinking, opponent? Mr. Inky Sack? What are you thinking? Apparently not much. So we're doing this, and then I guess we play the Cluestone and a Basilicus creature, and then just keep on attacking. Let's start with the attack. In case there's something flashy going on that I don't know about. Apparently not. We got you. And you down. Sluiceway Scorpion. Okay. We'll keep Sage's Road Denizen back to block it. Probably just get in a point or two of damage here. If we draw a land, I'm happy to play Pontiff of Blight and then start getting some major extorts. I'm going to hang on to Duskmantle Guild Mage, I think, because I think that's going to be a great extort after Pontiff, and I'm probably just going to be Grizzly Spectacling very soon anyway. This allows me to do a 1-pump. Ooh, Void Wielder. Okay, actually, in that case, I will just go ahead and continue tempoing out. Even though there's all fairly dinky dudes. But hey, incremental advantage. Oh, yeah. Alright, some green gods. Not exactly the blowout you would expect from Void Wielder when there's 3 creatures on the table. It's only 4 points of damage, but I like it. I like it a lot. And my opponent scooped. I'm assuming that, I was just going to say, I'm wondering if my opponent is playing a 3rd color, which I presume in this format, and with Cluestones running about, and maybe my opponent just thought he was so far behind that another activation of Sage's Road Denizen or something would show us too much. I don't rightly know. So we saw 3 cards out of my opponent. The Sluiceway Scorpion is not going to be particularly awesome against all of our little blockers on the ground. But it's also not entirely problematic for us. I mean, it's a good 4-drop, but I like it quite a bit. But I think I'm okay. I'm okay with that. Didn't see other flyers, so we're good with the flyers we do have. And it's not. It's not in the main flyer decks. It's black, so there's not going to be a whole lot outside of it. Yeah, we just didn't see a whole lot to care. Gatekeepers could be kind of cool here, but again, I just like my other 4-drops better. Yeah. We're going to run it back. And then... Well, now this is interesting. I have all my mana and a 2-drop. Normally I would mull this. I do think in this format I'm going to keep, because I care more about being able to cast my spells than anything else. We could float out a bit, but this does tend to be a pretty slow format, so I think this will be just fine for us. For my hand, when I say us. Alrighty, and of course, more land. And here's that other color my opponent was heavily lacking. Shamble Shark. Okay. Tradesies. Question is, do I trade these here? Probably not, because this is... Oh, definitely not. Okay. And we can't do anything. So we pass the turn. Was that my opponent stuck on 2 lands? I believe so. Oh, if my opponent only knew what I had. I will be trading Shamble Shark with Basilisk Creature. Oh, no. No, I won't. Not at all. I was going to say I would trade if my opponent didn't play anything. But, just because it's going to be a while before I can deal with it. Especially now with Krakenura. Yeah. There's a card. So the Shamble Shark's probably going to get... Oh, wow. That was surprising. I was going to say, Shamble Shark's probably just going to get bigger through the Lava Crew. In fact, it's probably... I would have saved my Dimir Charm. I guess it doesn't do a whole lot, but just... Lava Crew's not going to do a whole lot, you know. Hey, a Denizen. Maybe this will trade. The Extort should keep us alive a little bit if my opponent continues to be a little screwed here. But again, I think if I was my opponent, I would have played the waiting game of Dimir Charm, because just one more evolve, which will be Forthright with another creature coming down, should pretty easily get Shamble Shark to bash through a lot of this stuff. Interesting. I'm happy to block here. If I can trade these dudes off, then I'm in good shape. That's not too awesome. I was trying to decide to do the Extort or not, and I decided to go for it. I I can draw this card at the end of next turn, which is what I'm going to be doing for sure. And then, because I don't need this clue stone at all. 1, 2. Ooh, that's a good one. Interesting. So I am okay to trade here. I know I'm really behind on board because I just don't have cards, but I definitely want to be getting rid of my opponent's threats. Hey, more land. Well, we're definitely punishing the lot lethal troll right now while regen doesn't exist. I should have played my Gilgate, huh? Oh well. Such is life, mon ami. I don't think it's gonna bite us, but we'll see. That's sloppy play. I already had my 2 black. I didn't need the extra one. I just thought it would look nice. Do you have that many creatures? Well, I mean, if I'm getting virtually a 3-for-1, I mean, it makes sense. You want to kind of go all in with lot lethal. Dang. Considering I just kind of showed that mattered, and now with, yeah, I guess that could have been correct. Now that my opponent can tap that would be mana screwed, but still not bad for me. To get rid of 3 creatures for 1 card, despite the fact that now there's a huge 5/4 around, and now I have a turn 2 clock. Still not in good shape. I'm trying to think though, if I was my opponent, I mean, these are 4-drops that are played with 1 extra land. Might have just sucked it up, but I don't know. This will win the game. I'm pretty sure. Ogre Jailbreaker. Not too awesome, but hey. Let's see what my opponent does. Yeah, it keeps us alive a turn. My opponent plays sloppy, then hey, we're good. Alright, we're going in game 3. Now that I know a little bit more about my opponent's deck, I mean, it is solid 3 colors, so it can't be super aggressive. Ooh, that would have been super fun. But had my opponent not been mana flooded, that would have been pretty good for my opponent. Mr. Inky Sack. So how do I want to adjust this? I feel like I have this power level on my deck, but I'm not getting there. I think a bonus removal spell just might do her the tricker. Of the flyers I saw, oh, I should pay attention. Were there anything bigger than 3 power? I think because Croconura can get up to 3 pretty simply, we'll go back to this Maze Glider. What's bad? A lot of cards. Maybe I don't want this. I like Metropolis Sprite trading early with some of the other guys, so I'm cool with it. Yeah, I think we keep it like this. I'm fine with that. Alright, do I want to play first? Yes. I do this time. I'm kind of jumping around, but I think that's going to matter. Kind of awkward not having black, but we do have Prophetic Prism, so we'll keep it. And we'll play Island first in the event we get our black source right away. Cloudfin Raptor. Hey, Draco Genius. That's pretty fun to see. And Metropolis Sprite. Okay. What do I care about? I think just... Oh, shoot. I gotta do this better. Focus. I care about that. And then next turn we'll have Dusk Mental Seer, and then we'll see where things go. Let's try to have a little bit more power on the board. Luckily our Dusk Mantle Seer will help with that. Let's go ahead and attack in for 2. Yeah, that should be nice and powerful. And then also chance worthy. Since now we get to see who gets hit with the big power point hits with major massive 7 drops. Luckily I have one of my 6 drops in my hand, so I'm not going to get a huge one. But I do have a lot of 4 drops. I don't know if I would mind necessarily having that 4 drop. Alright. Who gets what? I take 3, my opponent takes 4. I have a less relevant creature, but I'm okay with that. What am I playing here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think probably my Ogre Jailbreaker. I could definitely do Metropolis Sprite and Lobber Crew. But I'd rather just ensure Niv Mizzet next turn. This way we attack him with our dudes. No tricks. And then yeah, we'll go ahead and get this guy down. And this again, this is just to ensure our is it counter? No, you're just drawing some cards. Okay. Draw some cards. We just want to ensure to miss it with our Swampy next turn, because that should be pretty harsh, even with a Lotlith Troll there. Who gets what? Ooh, I take 5, he takes none. So, yeah, that's a thing, alright. But I'm happy to bash in here. Because I do want Niv Mizzet down versus, say, the Void Wielder. We'll get him later once Niv Mizzet's in action. My opponent probably would just do that and regen. Not discard to kill it, because Void Wielder is going to make that pretty obsolete. Here's the regen. Oh no, my opponent is pumping. That's interesting. Wow. More? You can just regenerate, dude. My opponent saw what I drew, right? Must have. Dang. Okay, well, we're gonna Void Wielder that now. Just cuz. I mean... Yep. I wanted to miss it down, but too much value getting rid of 4+1/+1 counters, was it? Dang. Creatures your opponent controls get -1, -0. Okay. That's it. Interesting. And... Lunch Party, Brush Strider. Pretty sure that that's game. Yep. Good game. Tech in plus Lunch Party. There you go. So we got to see Duskmantle Seer with good luck on our side, drawing us cards that were kind of fun. I'm just not too sure about my opponent's play of pumping up Lotleth Troll so much. Just must have missed. Wasn't paying attention to the revealed cards or something? That was just really odd. Completely confusing. Oh well. That gets us into round 3 in just a momento.